The GIGACHAD, the highest form of Chad that roams the Tarkov realm. This specimen is often wearing some of the highest and most protective body armor it has access to. The GIGACHAD is the rarest form of the Chad lineage. Boasting the best weapons, armor, and technology, this subclass sports the most impressive of all the hardware. The T7 is the most prestigious of all the Chads. The T7 thermal goggles. At a massive 17,388,000 rubles, these goggles will also require a Tier 4 Jaeger. Once you've sold most, if not all of your inventory, you'll have to kit up. Now of course, you gotta buy the best gear money can afford you. This is where decisions have to be made though. With the technology of the T7, you can only see heat signatures directly. This is important because it means that you will not be able to see any heat signatures through glass, but of course every scope and most optics have glass. This leaves you also without the ability to see any lights or lasers. Alright, is that bright?
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. I can still see where you're looking though, sort of.
Without being able to run sights that have glass or lasers, it's time for you to pick some iron sights. But I don't like iron sights, you're probably thinking to yourself. And of course, that's okay. You also have the option of using an empty scope mount. Now I had issues using my empty scope mounts because the barrel sway would cause me to become wildly inaccurate, while with iron sights, I was able to understand where my barrel was pointing. I also found myself point shooting instead of using my scope mount a lot, which is one of the other reasons why I switched over to the iron sight. But if you don't like the sight picture that comes with iron sights, you do have this option. Once you've gotten the chance to get all your gear together, it's off to a raid. An offline raid, of course. It's best to get acquainted with your gear. Learn where you can and can't go, because places like resort dorms can be very dangerous because you can't see through the windows. Once you found a kit that suits you, it's time to take it out. For real this time. I decided to go on shoreline and hunt cultists. My thought was that this would be the most lucrative and the most realistic use of the thermals. Now I'll be honest with you, even after all that prep, I was not actually ready to go through and spawn straight in to a T7 raid. For this was because I had much more footage that I needed for this video. So I started with a much more expendable raid, a reap-IR. The biggest issue I have with reap-IR is the low refresh rate with the scope. This causes major ghosting when dealing with moving targets. And this is exactly why I go with the fast shield and the Tac-Tec Stormtrooper. I find that is a more reliable against low caliber than having no face guard and higher head. Maybe. So I did a couple raids with this setup, After the second raid, I decided to see how the FLIR would work. A quick weapon swap, and I was off.
Пацаны, да он там совсем ёбутся! Валить надо его!
With the game feeling pretty empty, not even many scavs were spawning as you saw every kill. Grabbing the big boy goggles, I hit the road to try Shoreline once again. Spawning in, I checked to see how much day was left. As my goggles came up, I came to realize that the day was still in full effect. So I doubled back from my spawn to catch someone going to resort. By the time I hit construction, I had seen no one and decided it was time to kill some scavs and get out. Making it out successfully and knowing it was now night, I didn't hesitate to get going. Hopping right back in, everything was going smooth and quiet until this happened.
This being my first interaction all day, I was immediately nervous. Assuming he was going straight to the resort, I pushed for the bridge to get behind him. While editing this video, I believe I see a heat signature that I thought was his that I missed. Once I got down to the base of the hill, hearing footsteps from the bridge, I was immediately struck with gear fear. Paranoid if I make a wrong move, my 20 million kit would be gone faster than I could use everything I needed it for. So I held too long, I got too far away, and an opportunity was lost. The only player I'd seen all day had gotten away from me. So head held low, I left the raid and waited for Weezy to get on.
I feel like he's in the room. I think I killed you.
Yep.
He ran across and I followed. I tracked him. And then I as soon as one of those rounds, because it was on fully auto, went off, I knew it was the back of your head.
What did he have? A fucking... Hey.
I'm sorry. Ice? He just ate like 3 rounds. He ran down. Oh. You good?
Are you here in the middle though?
No, I fell in a bad spot. I'm on the fucking thing with a broken leg. You see what I'm talking about? Is that a player?
Oh, big so.
What a bad spot to be stuck in, right? Oh, too far.
Вон он, блядь, ебать его!
Back him up.
Yeah, he's out there to the left. One.
Oh, hold on.
Вон он, сука! Сука, батон в будку закидывает!
All right, we moving out of here.
You want to farm scavs a little bit, or you want to leave?
What's up, dude? We can farm scouts.
Alright. Fencing. There's you one on the other side of the wall. Remember, if you don't...
Looks like I got more over here, too.
Yeah, I got 2 down so far.
Левый коронный, правый похоронный!
Didn't hit me once. It's nighttime, so they don't have the aim, you know? Or the response